Let us start with examples on Smith trigger. Now there are two varieties examples can be asked. One is all the values of the components have been given, like R1, R2, whatever is the supply voltage to be connected is given, and how much is the input voltage is applied is also given, and you have to find out UT and LT values or hysteresis width. Okay, and another type can be the design of the Smith trigger. So let us start with this first one. So the example is for an inverting Smith trigger. R1 value is 100 ohm, R2 is 56 kilo ohm. Now special note is mentioned where R2 is connected in feedback path. If Vin is equal to 1 volt peak to peak sine wave and supply voltage is plus minus 15 volt. It is asked to calculate VUT, VLT and hysteresis width, and you have to draw input and output waveforms. So let us start. So first point you have to do is you will draw the circuit diagram first. Okay. So after drawing the circuit diagram, we need to place all the values, as supply voltage is given as plus 15 volt and minus 15 volt. Okay. Now in between these two, R1 and R2, in the previous video we have seen this resistor we have taken as R1 and this we have taken as R2. Yes, we can take, but as the special note is given here, we need to consider this, where R2 is connected in the feedback path. So this is feedback path, means this resistor will be R2. So another resistor will be R1. So value of R1 is given as 100 ohm, R2 is given as 56 kilo ohm. You have to remember these things, otherwise your answer will be wrong if you interchange R1 and R2. Okay. Now it is asked to find out VUT and VLT. So write down the formula for VUT, which is equal to, in our formula it is R2 upon R1 plus R2, but remember that our VUT we are getting the voltage at this point, and voltage at this point is nothing but voltage available across this resistor. So now in this case it will be R1 upon R1 plus R2, R1 upon R1 plus R2 into V saturation. Now V saturation we don't know how to calculate it. V saturation you can take, it is nearly equal to VCC. You can take directly VCC value, or you can take V saturation is equal to 0.9 multiplied by VCC. So now here VCC is given as 15 volt. So if you put 15 volt here, it will be nearly equal to 13 volt. So V saturation will be 13 volt. So put all the values. R1 value is 100 ohm upon 100 ohm plus, now it is in kilo ohm, so need to first convert into ohm. So it will be 5600 ohms. 000 ohms multiplied by 13 volt. So if you find out, if you calculate these things, you will obtain the value of VUT as 23.21 millivolt. So upper threshold voltage you obtained is this much. In similar way you can find out VLT. Okay. So the formula for VLT is minus of R1 upon R2 into V saturation. So by putting all the values we know, VLT we will obtain is minus 23.21 millivolt. And second question it was asked is to find out hysteresis width. So hysteresis width we can find out as VUT minus VLT. So VUT we obtained 23.21 minus VLT is minus 23.21. So it will be 23.21 plus 23.21. So it will be 46.42 millivolt. Again remember to mention the units. And next the question asked was to draw input output waveforms for this given Schmidt trigger. So as we know they have mentioned here input is sine wave, and how much VUT and VLT we obtain we have to mention. So sine wave they have given with 1 volt peak to peak. 1 volt peak to peak means this voltage from this 0 will be 0.5 volt and this will be minus 0.5 volt. That's why we are getting 1 volt peak to peak. Now upper threshold voltage we obtained is 23.21 millivolt and lower threshold voltage we obtained is minus 23.21 millivolt. These things needs to be mentioned, and output voltage you have to draw. So remember the trigger points. One trigger point is at upper threshold, another trigger point is at lower threshold. So initially it remains in positive saturation and then it goes to negative saturation. So this is here. Remember to mention all the parameters properly. This is output voltage and it switches from plus Vsat to minus Vsat. So this is all about your first example. Once again you take the recap. Example is values of R1 and R2 are given. Supply voltage is given. Supply voltage is nothing but plus VCC and minus VE, and asked to find out upper threshold and lower threshold value and hysteresis width. Now if you have observed, we obtained VUT is 23.21 millivolt and VLT as minus 23.21 millivolt. That is VUT and VLT values are same. So it is called as symmetrical Schmidt trigger. So remember that. One more option is there. We will see that in the next example. I hope you may have understood how I have solved this example. Okay. So next variety of the example is design. So let us see the question. Design a Schmidt trigger having upper and lower threshold of 120 millivolt. Input to this circuit is 1 volt peak to peak triangular wave of 100 Hz. Draw the hysteresis loop. So as soon as Schmidt trigger is there, first you have to draw the circuit diagram. Okay. Now again upper and lower threshold is given same 120 millivolt, means we need to draw the same diagram whatever we have studied up till now. Okay. So let us mention this as R1 and R2. So what is given? Input to this circuit is 1 volt peak to peak what? Triangular wave is given and its frequency is given as 100 Hz. Don't worry, as you have studied, there is no any formula is there which is dependent on the frequency. Even if it is given, it is not necessary to use the frequency anywhere. We are just mentioning 1 volt peak to peak input voltage. It is required at the time of drawing the input output waveforms only. Okay. Only the thing required is plus VCC and minus VEE. That is there to calculate the plus Vsat and minus Vsat. Now can you see this plus VCC and minus VE values are not given. So you can assume plus and minus Vsat is equal to plus minus 12 volt or 15 volt. Okay, as you know we are applying plus minus 14 volt at the time of practical. So you can take that value also if it is not given. Okay. So first I am going to design of Schmidt trigger. Okay. So what we know related with this, we know the formula VUT is equal to R2 upon R1 plus R2 into plus Vsat. Now VUT and VLT values are given as 120 millivolt. So we will keep we will take VUT as 120 millivolt. So let us convert it into volts. So it will be 0.12 volts. I need to find out these two values. That's why it is design. Upon R1 plus R2 into Vsat is, we are taking it as 12 volt. Now let us solve this example. So after solving and rearranging, what I will get? Okay, let us transfer this 12 on the left hand side. So it will become 0.12 over 12 is equal to R2 upon R1 plus R2. So 0.12 over 12, it will be 0.01, which is equal to R2 upon R1 plus R2. So now you can see two fractions are there. You can cross multiply it. So R2 multiplied by 1 will be equal to R1 plus R2 multiplied by 0.01. Okay. So it can be 0.01 R1 plus 0.01 R2. Now similar terms, R2 minus 0.01 R2. So it will be R2 minus 0.01 R2, which will be equal to 0.01. Oh sorry, this is R1. R1. So after doing the subtraction, it is 1 R2 minus 0.01 R2 is equal to 0.01 R1. This term as it is. So 1 minus 0.01 will be equal to 0.99. I will solve it here. 1 minus 0.01 will be 0.99 R2 will be equal to 0.01 R1. Now both the terms we don't know, R2 and R1. So while designing, remember that you can assume any one resistance value, then you can find out another. Okay. So let us assume, let us take R2 is equal to 100 ohm. You can take any value, but for the simplicity for the calculation, you can take 100 ohm or 1 kilo ohm or 10 kilo ohm. And if you put 100 kilo ohm here and you can find out value of R1, you will get R1 value will be equal to 9.9 kilo. I am not going to solve it, but you put 100 ohm here, you will get R1 value as 9.9 kilo ohm. Okay. Means R1 value is, you can write down here in the circuit 9.9 K, and R2 value is 100 ohm. This is my design of given example. Okay. Now what is next? Asked to draw the hysteresis loop. I think you can draw the hysteresis loop. How we can draw the hysteresis loop? On the x-axis, V input is there. On the y-axis, V output is there. On the x-axis, it is necessary to mention UT and LT value. So UT value is 0.12 volt and it is minus 0.12 volt. Plus Vsat and minus Vsat values we have assumed as 12 volt and minus 12 volt. Just draw it. You know already the shape of the. Okay. Again, it is very much necessary to mention proper arrows. So if it is asked to draw the hysteresis loop, proper arrows and all the values of these 4 points needs to be written in your example. Okay. So let us move towards next example. See. The next example is design an op-amp Schmitt trigger for following specifications. The specifications are V output is plus minus 10 volt. Tripping voltages are 4 volt and minus 2 volt. Now instead of mentioning as threshold voltage, upper threshold or lower threshold, it is mentioned as tripping voltages. Now you may have observed tripping voltages, that is this is VUT and this is VLT. Both are not same. Both are different. One is 4, another is minus 2 volt. So up till now in previous two examples we have seen VUT and VLT values are same. Those circuits are called as, those Schmitt triggers are called as symmetrical Schmitt triggers. And now here these two values are different, so this is called as asymmetrical Schmitt trigger. So see the diagram of asymmetrical Schmitt trigger. The change is there only in the feedback resistor. Okay, instead of using only one feedback resistor, we have to use two, and we need to connect two diodes. Okay, so you can see whenever the V output is positive, whenever we are getting plus Vsat here, diode D1 will be forward biased, this will be reverse biased, so this resistor will not come into picture. This diode will be forward biased and it will act as a closed switch, and whatever the symmetrical circuit we are having, in the same way it will work. And whenever V output is minus Vsat, D1 will be reverse biased and this D1 R1 will not be in picture. Only D2 will be forward biased, so it will act as a closed, and R1 dash will be in picture. Okay, as 4 volt and minus 2 volt, two various values, different values are there. Only there is the change in the circuit diagram. And now next thing is you have to design this circuit. Now let us solve. So what are the given things? VUT is given as 4 volt, VLT is given as minus 2 volt, and V output is given as plus minus 10 volt. That is, V saturation is 10 volt. So let us start calculating the component values. First, let us write down the formula. VUT is equal to R2 upon, now which for the upper threshold voltage, as it is positive, so which resistor will come in picture? If it is positive Vsat, D1 is forward biased and R1 will be there. Okay, so in the formula we need to write R1 plus R2 into plus Vsat. So let us solve. VUT value is given as 4 volt is equal to R2 upon R1 plus R2 into Vsat is 10 volt. So 10, transfer it into on this side. So R2 upon R1 plus R2 will be equal to 4 upon 10, which is equal to 0.4. Now let us assume R2 value. You can again take any value of your choice, but keep the calculation simple. I'm taking it is equal to 10 kilo ohm. So if you put 10 kilo ohm at the R2 place, and after solving this example, solving this equation, I will get R1 which is equal to 15 kilo ohm. So assume R2 10k, R1 you will get 15k. Now let us write down the formula for VLT. VLT formula is R2 upon this resistor upon. Now for the VLT we are going to write it as minus Vsat, that is minus V output. So if it is minus V output, which resistance will be there? So if it is minus, D2 will be forward biased, so R1 dash resistance will be there. So it will be R2 upon R1 dash plus R2. R2 upon R1 dash plus R2 into minus Vsat. So let us put the values. VLT value is given as minus 2. R2 value we have already assumed 10 kilo ohm, and R1 dash needs to be calculated, multiplied by minus 10. Okay, so minus this will get cancelled, and after solving this we will obtain the value of R1 dash, which is equal to 40 kilo ohm. Okay, so this is all about design of the asked question. So where R2 value we have calculated is 10k, R1 dash we obtained 14k, R1 we obtained as 15k. Okay, hope you understood. Thank you.